Here's how you can make AI images that are high converting for your product page as well as Facebook and TikTok ads in just a few simple steps. Let's get straight into it. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. My name's Ricky Hayes and I just wanted to show you this is just one of the stores that I'm running that today, well, it is running a sale, end of financial year sale, but it actually does mainly use a lot of image ads, image, video, and carousel ads, but a lot of image ads, and it works quite well. You can see this is in Australian, and you can see that we've got a 61% customer return rate, $4,500 in revenue with a nice 4.85% conversion rate. You can see most of it is from Facebook ads um, as well, which makes it nice and easy there as well. So I sort of wanted to show you that this is just one of the stores, and image ads are actually outperforming video ads a lot of the time these days. So because people want to see something and understand it instantly, and that's why image ads, especially optimized for mobile reels, work extremely well. So I'm going to get straight into it and sort of teach you exactly how you can do this step by step yourself at home. The tool I use firstly that I'm going to be using in today's video is Zik Analytics. I just use this tool. It is a product research tool. There's a number out there. I'm not exactly privy to any specific one, but it does the job, and I think it's nice and simple. And I was having a look and I went into the product explorer, and all I did was I just did some filters, United States, English, USD last 30 days, and it's done $50,000 in trading volume. You can see this one has done $115,000 if we have a look at this. And when we have a look at it, we can see here that this is the store. Definitely a drop shipping store that they have, basically just done some nice images, nicely on brand, and they'll be running, Facebook ads and using UGC and so forth as well. Right. So you can see that it's pretty straightforward. If we have a look at like their Instagram, what I then did to then start making the images is I went into, you can just use Google AI. I mean, you can use ChatGPT. I just use Google AI. I'm still used to using it. And I said, find me a product on Amazon that has a good number of reviews, that product. And what I did is I went to their website. Uh, Why don't I have it open? Pardon me. Anyway, and I used the image downloader tool. Now it's not working on this page. If I go back, all I do is use the free Chrome extension, and you can download any of these images, right? Flat copy it, but I don't recommend flat copying it. You want to always adjust it a bit as well. So, and as I said, for those wondering how I can tell it's a dropshipping store is that they definitely don't have that many reviews. You can just tell, again, it's a dropshipping. It's well built with lots of testimonials. You can see UGC here that they've sort of added as well. So it's definitely, high converting when it comes to this as well. So then I went into here, and as I said, it just found me a number of these, and you can see that there's so many brands that are selling it. Okay, and they all have decent reviews. It's just a type of product people want, and this is the one I chose. The image that I chose, it's a bit fragmented, I guess, a little bit, but it wasn't that bad. Again, I just used the image downloader. You might just have to scroll a little bit at times to get the right one, because otherwise you get these tiny ones that you can choose multiple. So you just download it, and there you go. From there, what I then did was one of my mates, Camille Satar, the Ecom King, he has his own image prompter, and I definitely recommend you use it. It's free, and it's handy. I'll watch it in a few of his videos, and you can use it to make an AI prompt. Right. So all you do is ask it to make an AI prompt, and it's going to ask you, a number of these things, and all you have to do is you have to upload an image, and you give a number of these contexts, a bit about it, which is really easy. So all I did was I've been doing a heap of prompting, just testing, is excuse all this, as I said, I was just doing some testing. I need you to understand this product deeply as I'm selling the product. I got the product URL, which was this one, and I just copied it into here, then done some deep analysis. I'll be honest, I didn't read it. And then basically make this into another prompt. and you copy that prompt across. Okay, so you just copy that prompt into here, enter it, and it just gave me this output. Okay, and then what you do is you go back here. Okay, fantastic, boom, and then I'm going to upload my image. Fantastic, it's going to make a one-to-one image ad. You want to mainly focus on story ads or reel ads, but nonetheless, it's really well done. I'm making my own prompting one as well, but this one is better, so I definitely recommend that you use this and check out his links as well. He really does a fantastic job. Anyway, and so you then there you go. I've now got the prompt that I pretty much need here. Now you can use a number of tools honestly for this, right? At this step, there's so many tools. There's Nano Banana. You can even use ChatGPT. You can use Midjourney, a number of them. They all give varying outputs, honestly. So again, go in with your perspective of what you think's best. I use Nano Banana because it's really good, I think, and quite affordable. It's like $30 a month. It's got a good Discord community as well. Make sure you join the Discord community. Lots of inspiration there as well. So you can see that what I had done is I'd copied that across, and you can see I used that as a reference image. So just upload. You always need a reference image, okay? Give it a reference image. These tools are absolutely amazing. The fact it can do this. And then it output this, right? That looks fantastic if you ask me. I think that looks really good. One problem with Gemini is always it's got that little logo. If you have that, this way you might need to do some Photoshop skills, or like in Canva, you just do some editing, or if you've got a graphic designer, just to remove that little bit there, that watermark, right? Because the watermark is quite annoying because it won't remove it a lot of the time. But then I just said make it an image optimized for 9:16 ratio. Simple as that. A few little tips with Google Nano Banana is try not to make it do multiple variations at the same time. It'll do those images all in one. So if you want different images, what you just then do is make a new variation. Pardon me, is uh, make a new variation. What I do is I go back here and I just keep doing that this way. I separate it because I find that, like any tool, these tools are not perfect. So going step by step, slow and steady, I just generally find that works best. So, like what was the first prompt? Right? So soft, warm beige, soft, minimal, boom, there you go. It's just made another variation. Copy this across. Okay. And in addition to this as well, I use Canva, and I'm very big on Canva. And again, I use ChatGPT to help me with the prompts. Where what I do is I simply get the prompt that I've got here and say make me a logo example for Canva, right? And that's all I did here. When I went back is can't see the whole thing. I didn't do this, right? It just did this in ChatGPT, copied it across, and I got these. These are not perfect, but honestly, you look at something like this, snuggle warm, then a logo doesn't have to be amazing. It just sort of has to touch the points, look nice. And I didn't like that one. That felt a bit off. I like this one a bit more. And what I'm saying is you still might want to do it, but as a concept, it's fantastic. I'm not a graphic designer, but I was like, yeah, this is good. I can work with this. Give this to my graphic designer or make some different variations from this that allow me, because, in Canva, then I can just go and open the editor. Okay, so there's always going to be a little bit of work, so I strongly recommend learning a few of these tools if you don't have an editor, of course, as well. You can do things like the background remover. There you go. I just always like to do that. And now I've got an image that I can just change the background at any stage, and I can adjust it. I think it looks quite nice. Like I think the brand code, it should be triple Z, pardon me. I think I put it as, but anyway, I thought it was a good name, Cozy. People love to be ZZZ, like as in you're sleeping. So I thought it was a cool name. I'm sure probably it's already taken, but nonetheless, I thought it was really, really good. And hold on, let me just check. I didn't, let me upload the image. So what I've done is I copied that across, and what I did is I added a little bit of an additional prompt um, where I added the logo, and then I've said, add it near to the chest area, right? So basically, now it's going to take a minute or so to do that, and it'll give me an output. Again, for what it's worth, for how long this has taken me, this is off the cuff. Not very hard at all. So, like as I said, you can use whatever AI tool. They're all fundamentally the same, whether it's Perplexity, whether it's ChatGPT, whether it's Google AI. I'm just used to using Google, right? We're all used to using Google, so I just use a bit of Google AI for the search of links. Then I move to ChatGPT for refinement. Then I use Google Nano Banana for the actual image creation. So, I think, and then Canva's like $9. So I think between all of them, I'm spending like $50 a month, whatever it is, to make me AI images that I can use, whether it's for ecom brands, SaaS brands, whatever that looks like. And you can see how that looks nice. And again, make it optimized for mobile 9:16 ratio. Okay, and look, it added the logo. Doesn't that look good, right? Again, not perfect, but as you can see here, it looks nice. It looks on branded, right? I think that really hits home. Not as much as, I'll be honest, as much as this one, because this has more of the product benefits. But that's something that I think is also something that you'd want to, split test. So let's just see. So now I'm going to do, this is where you might need to do some prompting. Add the product benefits pointing to the relevant of the product in the image, and add the logo corner. Okay, so you can see that again with just a little bit of prompting, you sort of get inspired as you go. So one of the things I always recommend is that as well, as you further head down this path. But again, like there's so many of these products, and it's never been easy to do high converting images nowadays. Usually you can tell, again, strong dropshipping is, if you look at ones that are doing well, they usually add the TM, right? So, if we have a look at this one, um, some dropship store, you can see it's like a GoPro snap cam, and away you go. So, both of these stores, high converting. I'd say that the first one's better because I just think it looks more on brand, right? Um, but overall relatively simple, if I'm honest. As a side note as well, with the latest Shopify update with Sidekick, you can actually split test your theme as well. So you might even just split test changing images. So you don't need as much a landing page builder as you do just a really nice high converting theme. Okay, so let's have a look at our image. Look at that. There we go. Much better. Make it optimized for mobile 9:16 ratio. I don't know why it defaults to that. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Still pretty amazing. And as I said, for image creation, use a tool like Canva. So now I have, because I think that the small little things having your logo on it just adds so much more conversion, as opposed to just a standard image. Having your logo on it really does make a difference. So spending a little bit of time to make an image, and as you can see, I just use ChatGPT to prompt it using my existing data. And again, I still need to do some optimization, but look at that, pretty neat, if I'm honest. I still prefer the first one by far. This one is definitely the winner of the two for me, but you get my point that you'll do a bit of testing and spend some time. Image ads are actually doing extremely well, so be sure to check that out. I hope this has been helpful. All the links will be down below, including the GPT that I used in today's video. Go check them out as well. Now, obviously as well, one of the things you should also be considering is what happens when you get the orders with fulfillment. So let's go on to AliExpress, and I'll just show you how easy it is to find them. So to show you how incredibly easy it is, to do this, you can see I just uploaded that image, and literally this is the product that, like, I think that's even what I'm seeing on Amazon. Um, it's the same model, exact same model, and boom, it only has one review, but you get my point. If we look at orders, I always like to look at orders, but then those aren't it exactly. You might have to obviously, because of this product is a bit ambiguous, depending on the type of product, might take a little bit more research to get it right. But it did get it right on the best match, right? So I think that this one is definitely the right match. Again, you just need to do a bit of research, and that's pretty much it. In terms of that as well, I don't recommend using AliExpress fully for fulfillment. I personally use TeamDrop. TeamDrop does the job quite well. It uses Taobao and 1688, right? So a bit different. And the most key thing is that you just find the product here and say, hey, I want to source this. You just message your contact. I got them on WhatsApp, and they'll actually find that for you, right? So that then, and it costs you nothing, right? So that way you have your supplier and it's all ready as you start getting orders through, right? It's just as simple as that. It's 100% free. And then you can, as I said, use them as a 3PL as you sort of scale with them collectively using this method. So it really isn't that much more to it. That's pretty much it. You can sort of all do it yourself. I spent an hour or two sort of collectively, trying to build my own GPT and so on and so forth from this, and learning more about this myself and testing it. And it took a couple of hours of learning, and then moving forward, it takes me 10-15 minutes with the process, right? So if you did like today's video, please be sure to like today's video to help support the channel. Be sure to subscribe if you want more of this content, and comment down below if you have any questions that I can sort of help with as well. As I said, all the links are in the description as well. Go check that out. It has everything you sort of need there to get started. So I hope everyone has a fantastic New Year's and amazing 2026. Thank you so much for your time. Have a lovely day. Take care and goodbye.